Hey there, my name is Rasmus, and in this video I'm going to show you a complete setup for how you can do cold B2B email outreach in 2026 without going to spam, getting some results. So just for example, here's a little campaign that we have in SmartLead. We sent out 1,800 emails. We got 78 responses. This is just one campaign. I have a lot of other campaigns. To start off, this video is going to cover a lot of stuff, but to start off, we have to think about our email header. So if you go over here to Gmail, we just open up a random thread. You can do this on any thread. Click on these three dots in your Gmail. You click on Show Original. You're going to be shown your email header. And there's no point in trying to understand or look at all this stuff. But what is your email header? It's like everything that is sent when your email is sent. So it's your email copy, it's you, your email address, your name, it's everything. If you use a reply to address in Instantly or SmartLead, that one is going to be in there. Just everything associated with any email that is being sent is in your email header. And ESPs, email service providers, Google, Microsoft, Yahoo, they analyze this email header, and that's where they decide if your email will go to the inbox or to the spam folder. So that's why we have to consider everything that goes into the email header. If you're sending a large volume of emails, now I just showed you a small campaign, but if you're sending 1,000 or thousands, 10,000, 100,000, a million emails, then basically the things that are in your email header cannot be the same across all of those. And that is why SmartLead or Instantly exists, right? Because they allow you to send emails from a bunch of different email accounts. But just doing that is not enough, because the content of your email headers will still have the same variables or the same things in them, even if you send them from different accounts. Like the copy in your email, the literal text in your email is the most obvious one. So you need to rotate that. So let's talk a little bit about all the different platforms or all the different things that we even need to run an email campaign. And I'm going to assume that you already know most of this stuff. Apollo, the most common, biggest data provider, where you get your emails to send email or people to send emails to. That one is pretty straightforward. You go in there, you get your data. You can get it in several ways. There are tools to get the data for free. Anyways, that's not the interesting part, because anyone can get data. And then you have Instantly, or you have SmartLead, which is where you send your emails from. And here, obviously, you set up a bunch of different domains and email accounts to send the emails from, so that you have variance in that. And just this alone is hard. Just this alone, just using Apollo and Instantly, that worked 2 years ago. It doesn't work anymore. So there's a million different ways to do this. I'm going to show you how I do it. In addition to using Apollo to just getting the data, once I have the data, I use this place, which is called listfixer.io. And this is what it looks like when you're logged in. And this is basically a place where you can adjust and do things with your data, where you can edit your data. You can do things with it. So here, for example, there's an AI copywriter, and here we've made some personalized copy just now for 300 leads, so that when we send out the emails to these 300 people, the content of the email headers that is being sent in those 300 emails will be different for all of them. So here we can see emails that it's written for us. They're all pretty similar. There's patterns between them that the ESPs might recognize, but it's way better than just sending the same copy, because this is like Spintax, but better. It's AI. And this takes some work to set up, because here, for example, I've used this prompt just to write this copy. So when you do this, you're going to have to work on these prompts and stuff. But I mean, now we have Claude Code that can basically help you out with that. ListFixer has an MCP, so it's controllable from Claude Code. Claude Code can write these descriptions for you. And what you end up with after you put in a little bit of work into this is AI copy that performs really good. And not only is it good for email deliverability, it's also good for results if you do it right and if you have a good description, to write good AI copy, because then the people that you send the emails to, the emails are going to be better. So your reply rate is just going to be higher. So that's one thing you do. Then, of course, there's other things that are more obvious, like email verifier. You should verify all your email addresses, that kind of thing. There's a segmentation tool where you can extract all the companies that are, ICP matches, so that like if you're reaching out to a very specific segment or type of companies, you can basically use this tool on your Apollo data to get rid of all the companies that are not matching what you're looking for, so that you're left with a list of companies that are, the best for you. And then you go get leads at those companies, and then you make AI copy for those leads at those companies, and then you email them. You have to send less emails, because you're not just spamming everyone. You're just targeting your niche with AI copy, and gets good results. Okay, so I'm kind of speeding through it now. This is not like a detailed step-by-step description of how everything is done. It's just to give you an overview of an email system that actually works. So yeah, now you have an idea of what you need to do with the data just to make a good list. And then you make your email accounts, you put them in SmartLead or Instantly, and then you send off your emails. And then what? What happens after you send off your emails? If we go back to SmartLead and we click here on Master Inbox, here we can see the replies from today, some of them, a lot of out of office replies because it's the summer. But anyways, you have all of these different email accounts, right, that you're sending the emails from. And where are you going to talk to the leads that respond? So like here in this SmartLead account, we have almost 300 email accounts that we're sending emails from. So you're either going to need a reply to address, or you're going to need a master inbox where you can see all of those replies. And for the last 3 years, I have been using a reply to address. And what does that mean? It's basically just a little thing that is put in the email header that says, you send out your email, right? And when the lead clicks on reply, their reply is not going to go to the email address that you sent it from. It will go to another email address that you have set as the reply to address. So that way you're not sending emails from your main email account, but all the replies that you're getting, they are going to your main email account. And this has been working for a long time. This is kind of what I'm getting at with this video, but it doesn't work that good anymore because the ESP spam filters, they're just getting better and better. And they're so good at this point, they are starting to recognize the domain in your reply to address that you have set for all your sender accounts, because that's in your email header. So if you're sending emails from Instantly or SmartLead from a bunch of sender accounts like this, and you have a reply to address for all of them, so that all the replies you get are just going to your main email account, then that domain, your main email account, that one is being put in each and every email header for every single email that is being sent, which kind of burns the reputation of that domain really fast, which is not good if that's your main brand, right? When you're doing B2B cold outreach by email like this. So what is the solution to this? My solution to this is this platform, Mailspot.ai. And this is a place where you can come and you can kind of just upload all your email accounts here. So here, for example, I have a bunch of Google accounts, and I've just uploaded all of them into Mailspot.ai. And this serves in a very similar way like SmartLead's master inbox. So obviously in SmartLead, we already have all the accounts connected. The only problem is that SmartLead's master inbox, it sucks. It's absolutely horrible. It's like you don't want to be sending your emails and talk to your leads from there because it's like the worst CRM ever. SmartLead is really good at deliverability, but that's the only thing they're good at. It's just a horrible platform besides of that. But I use SmartLead because they're good at delivering your emails. Their infrastructure is good. The user interface and every other feature they have is just horrible. So MailSpot, MailSpot has a lot of features, but it's kind of like a separate master inbox with additional features that's better than the SmartLead master inbox. So you can connect all your sender accounts to MailSpot, and that way you have one inbox here And here you can see I'm getting a bunch of replies. A lot of people are saying no. Some people are saying yes. They're saying that they're labeled as lead. But the point here is that I don't have to use a reply to address, right? I can see all the responses that I'm getting from leads for all of my sender accounts in one place without using a reply to address. And that way, with the AI copy, when I'm also using the AI copy machine, that way every single email header is different from each other's. There's no longer any like common denominator or any one thing that the ESPs could use to identify the connection between all the different emails that are being sent. And that way I can just send unlimited emails and go to the inbox, and it's awesome. This place also has other features. I mean, you can set up categories because it's connected to Gmail. So you can set up categories to label and categorize all the incoming emails. And this works inside of Gmail. It's kind of like Fixer or Jace. It's the same thing. And then you can also activate auto archive for like your warm up emails. So you can have a category for warm up emails. Get rid of those so you're not seeing those. You can activate generate drafts, auto drafting for leads and customers and stuff like that. And it has a knowledge base, so it will train up a knowledge base about your business so that it's able to write good responses to leads. So you can set up custom behaviors here for how it should respond to leads and that sort of thing. So yeah, that's kind of the last step of the process. So it really starts off when you create all your sender accounts and you buy your domains, you set up your email addresses. Just for reference for that, I'm using this company, which is a reseller. Okay, I typed in the wrong domain, whatever. They're called Vaultic. They're a reseller of Google addresses. You can buy Google addresses for $2 a month instead of buying them for $8 or $9 per month directly from Google, and it's the exact same thing. That's how you get your Google addresses, connect them and warm them up in Instantly or Smart Lead, and then you go to Apollo, you get your data, but that's not good enough because the Apollo data is horrible if you just use it as it is. Then you go to List Fixer, you clean the data, you make it good, you write AI copy, you segment the company lists, that kind of thing. You take that, you put it in Smart Lead or Instantly, you run your campaigns, you connect all your email accounts to MailSpot or another master inbox separate from Smart Lead, where you can actually handle the leads like a CRM and respond to them and follow up with them, which is, by the way, that's another feature here that you can, in MailSpot, you can sort of like bulk follow up and bulk generate drafts for maybe 20 leads at the same time, which is quite nice instead of just, doing it one at a time. So yeah, that's it. That's the entire email setup for everything you have to do in 2026 to actually send out a lot of emails, which is a lot of stuff. But if you do it this way, it works. So I just wanted to share that. Goodbye.